Hey guys, Justin here with a bit of a channel update video and live stream announcement video all in one. So for those of you that are new to the channel, and there's quite a lot of you, like somewhere between 500 and 600 new subscribers in the past month or so, I just want to say thanks to you guys. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure you guys right now are wondering, where the hell is my career mode video? Why don't you have my career mode video for me yet, you asshole? I will stab you in the face. Or, you know, something along those lines. And it's coming, don't worry. I'm actually off of work for today, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I got a 4-day weekend going on, which is pretty nice. I also just started a new schedule at work. I'm back to working 5 days a week. I was working 4 days a week, and I'm back to working 5 days a week, but it's a little bit shorter days. So it's been a little difficult trying to record Monaco recently. I've already done a little bit of practice and testing around in time trial with some setup stuff. So I promise you guys that Monaco is coming. It's just been delayed because of everything that's happening with the summer edition of the Race of Champions, the AOR Race of Champions. So for those of you that have been subscribed to Box Gaming for quite some time now, you will have, of course, remembered the Race of Champions back in, I think it was February. About 5 months ago, we had the AOR Race of Champions, which was in Assetto Corsa, and that's the footage that you're seeing right now. This is all footage from the Race of Champions last February. And it was a 3-day event. It was quite long. I think the final day was about a 6-hour-long live stream. And it was, I was commentator. I was lead commentator. I did a little bit of driving, not very well though. I didn't do any practice for the driving, so really that's my own fault. But I wasn't looking to perform in the driving aspect of the Race of Champions, more so in the commentary aspect of the Race of Champions. And in that sense, I'd say things went pretty darn well. So I'm obviously very excited for this. Again, I just want to stress to you guys, the F1 2015 Pro Season mode is coming back. I will be hopefully actually recording the Monaco qualifying today, but I just want you guys to know there is not going to be any videos for Pro Season until after Monday. So Tuesday is going to be the earliest when the Monaco qualifying video becomes available. I really don't want to be mixing content this weekend, and we're going to be live streaming the Race of Champions here on the Box Gaming YouTube channel. Mixing up my words. Sorry, I just woke up not that long ago. I just really wanted to get this video made for you guys so you guys know exactly what's going on. So tomorrow there is going to be a live stream on Box Gaming. It's going to start around 7 o'clock p.m. UK time, 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time in the United States. And we're going to be live streaming on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And again, the footage that you're seeing here is from the first Race of Champions that happened, and it was won by Rival from Nebula Racing League. Rival won it in the finals, going up against Onage, actually, who is the guy that put everything together. And they went head-to-head in the finals, and Rival beat him 4-1. Yeah, 4-1. It was a best of 7. Rival won the first 3 races. Onage won the 4th race, and then Rival won the 5th race. It was very, very close, and actually now what you're seeing on the screen is Miko driving backwards in a Ferrari on the circuit. We had a little bit of downtime during the Race of Champions, and Miko decided to entertain the crowd by going out and reversing his way around the track, and doing it pretty well, actually. Alex Gillen was doing some co-commentary with me at the time when Miko was doing this, and we were both pretty impressed. You'll see he's going to hit the barrier here in just a second. Yeah, he gets a little bent out of shape during that double left-hander, but and then he makes contact with the wall. But then you're gonna see he gets back on course, and he starts going pretty well again. It's a serious event, but we don't take it too seriously. You know, obviously it is a Race of Champions. These are, you know, some of the fastest guys, and a lot of these guys had never raced each other before. We've got drivers from FSR, AOR, Nebula Racing League, from all over the place. And that's really what is really appealing about, and look at Miko just going in reverse around this circuit. I made the joke at the time that I think Miko went faster around the circuit in reverse than I did forward, which probably wasn't too far off. It actually looks like it's a video being reversed, but no, No, this is Miko actually driving in reverse. But yeah, we didn't take it too seriously. You know, obviously, like I said, it's a very competitive group of people. And this does mean quite a bit, obviously, because we use a variety of different cars. So for those of you that didn't see the first one, it's a kind of head-to-head challenge at the 2008 Race of Champions Wembley Stadium. It's a sort of figure of 8 layout, I guess you could say. There's 2 lanes, but the 2 lanes become one. So if you start on the outside lane on your first lap, you have to do the inside lane on your second lap. And then you go back to the outside lane and then back to the inside lane. So it's a unique style of circuit, and it's really set up specifically for head-to-head races. It's very narrow, as you can see. The barriers are very close to one another. And for this one, we were using Assetto Corsa, which has pretty decent graphics. My computer wasn't great at the time, but the graphics on Assetto Corsa are beautiful. Obviously, you can see just how good those cars look. This was a live stream that was done at about 2500 kbps stream, so the quality isn't super great on the footage that you're seeing right here. But actually, that's part of the reason we're going to be streaming on YouTube this time, is so that I can stream at a higher bit rate. And people can choose to watch in 1080p, 720p, 480p, whatever works best for their connection, which is not something you could do on Twitch, which is why we're really, that's the main reason that we're going to be streaming it on YouTube this time instead of Twitch. Obviously, Twitch has its benefits as well. The chat system is really good in compared to YouTube, but it's we kind of weighed the pros and the cons of each, and we determined that we're going to be going for YouTube this time. So for this event, you guys are going to want to go to youtube.com/boxboxboxgaming. You're also going to see the first day's event scheduled pretty soon here. You'll see it pop up on your subscription feeds, and I think there's a button where you can set a reminder to make sure that you guys don't miss anything. And this time it's going to be an R Factor 1, which is obviously is an older game. It's from about 2007, I believe. And it's going to be smoother, though. It's not going to look quite as nice. Again, the Assetto Corsa graphics are really good. So it's not going to look quite as nice, but it's going to run a lot smoother. It should be a lot less buggy. For instance, with the Assetto Corsa, I had to I had to join each race as a racer, as an actual driver, and then I had to hit escape and then hit go back to pits in order to spectate people. So what you would see is you would see my car sitting on the grid, and then I would have to hit back to pits, and then I would have to go back to spectating one of the 2 drivers. With R Factor, it's going to be a little bit easier than that. We're going to have an overlay which shows live timing between the drivers and splits and stuff. With Assetto Corsa, really, you only got the split time down at the bottom left, as we're actually seeing Race Fanatic versus Miko right now. Miko did really well in the Race of Champions compared to myself. Race Fanatic as well did really good. And for those of you who didn't see it, who are thinking about checking it out, I can promise you it's going to be a really good time. It's also quite long, so I understand if people are not interested in watching it. I just don't want people to unsubscribe from the channel because of this event. Because, again, obviously, we have a lot of new people that have recently subscribed to the channel. Again, we've had about a 40% growth increase just in the past 4 or 5 weeks, which is huge, and I really appreciate it. And that's why I'm going to continue doing the pro season mode. I have every intention of finishing the pro season with 2014 and also in 2015. I'm very motivated to do this stuff, and I'm going to continue doing it. It is a lot of work, as a lot of people have pointed out in some of my videos. They're like, wow, this seems like a lot of effort to go through. And it is. It's not easy making the videos for each of the pro season weekends, but it's very enjoyable, and I enjoy the response that they get. So it will be continuing. You guys won't be seeing any pro season videos until Tuesday at the earliest. So this is sort of getting in the way. Not really. I could release the Australia qualifying video sometime this weekend during the Race of Champions, but I really don't want to do that. I would like to keep the 2 pieces of content pretty separate. So again, it's going to be totally separate. You guys can look forward to pro season after the Race of Champions is over, and I hope as many of you guys will join as possible. Again, it's a long event. You know, it's also 3 days long. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So I fully expect a good number of people, probably between 50 and 200 people, will be watching at any given time. Obviously, the finals are going to be on Monday. That's the day when I expect most people to be watching, is on Monday evening, and that is because it's the finals. So that's where you're going to see the best of the best drivers. And again, we've got drivers from all disciplines, from all different racing leagues, and they're going to be pushing each other to their absolute limits in this Wembley Stadium circuit, and it should be very fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. I don't know if my voice is ready, to be honest. For those of you that may remember, last time I kind of lost my voice on the third day. It really started to go, and unfortunately things only got more exciting as the final day went on. So my bad voice just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And also I should have co-commentators. I'm gonna have co-commentators with me this time, like I did last time. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Also, there will be less warm-up time in between stages than there was last time, so the action should come a little bit quicker this time. There's going to be less downtime between races. Last I heard from Onage, we do have a full 32 people for the championship, and again, it should be a lot of fun. So I really hope you guys join us for the Race of Champions this weekend, starting tomorrow again. But if not, again, if you guys are only subscribed to the channel for Pro Season Mode, it's totally understandable. You know, I get it. It's not a big deal. You guys can look forward to that content as well in the not too distant future. So thank you guys for listening to my little update here about what's going on with the channel. Now I'm going to launch into the final race or the only race that Onage won in the finals. That's what you're going to see now here. So just to give you a little teaser, for those of you that missed the Race of Champions last time, this is how it sort of all reached a peak. Rival had not lost a single race all weekend long, not one race. And Onage finally beat Rival in the 4th race, and that's the footage you're going to see here now. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you soon for the Race of Champions.
Here we are lining up for potentially the final race of the day. It's race number 4, Onage versus Rival. Onage on the inside lane, Rival on the outside lane. Can Onage get the win and keep this championship going, or are we going to see a clean sweep of Rival? The lights are out. And away we go with Onage on the inside lane, Rival on the outside lane. Who's going to take the advantage as they come out of the first lap? Rival is going to have that outside lane advantage, obviously. We're going to go on board with Onage. We're going to have a look as he tries his best to keep this championship alive. He has to win this race. If he cannot win this race, then it's over. Rival wins if he doesn't win. And Onage getting very close to the barrier there, but he keeps it out. It's 1.1 seconds between these two competitors. Onage is digging deep right now, trying to get all of his talent together and see if he can win this race and keep this championship alive. I'm not sure. He went pretty deep into that corner. I couldn't tell because of the camera angle, and they're very close side by side through the penultimate corner. Onage with the shorter run. It does look like he has the advantage as they cross the line. It's 300ths of a second between them. Onage keeps it out of the barrier to start lap 3. Coming into the double right-hander now. Rival is obviously an intense competitor. This is possibly the hardest that Onage has been pushed in quite some time. Onage digging deep again, pushing very, very hard, up and over the hill, through the penultimate corner, Rival through the final corner. Onage not far behind. What's the gap going to be as they cross the line? 1.12 seconds. Final lap of this race. What has Onage got? Can he do it? Rival has not lost a single race so far in this entire week. Onage flirting with that gravel through the hairpin into the penultimate corner. Here comes Rival again, side by side, and Rival's hit the wall. Rival's hit the wall. Onage crosses the line first, and Rival's got a penalty. We're gonna go into the next round. The Ginetta G55 for the 5th race. Onage takes the win. It's the first time Rival has lost all week long.
Amazing. What an amazing rivalry here. Wow.
And I need a minute. I need a minute.